Bitcoins and beer, Bitcoins and beer. Here is Norm, he's a storm as he screams and raves and rants. He is here drinking beer, spilling Bitcoins on his pants. Hello, it's me Norm again. Once again, after a long time. Here to drink beer and talk about Bitcoin. And tonight's broadcast is going to be kind of special because I'm going to try to do this two ways. I got to probably upload the video normally, and then later on I'm going to do a 360 video to test out because I still am unsure how this 360 camera works, and actually even if I have the sound turned on it, so I should check that right now actually. But if you're watching the 360 video, hopefully you will know, unless you're watching with Safari. If you're not watching, because if you're watching with Safari, it's going to suck. Unfortunately, since Apple is the one that actually kind of came up with 360 video. But I know it's been a while. I want to wait until after the whole elections and the whole drama and emotions and political things ended to talk about Bitcoin, even though there's been a lot of exciting advancements in Bitcoin since, I think the last time I talked, it was half the price it is now. Seriously. It's doubled. It's probably over doubled the price since the last time I talked. I don't even know the last video I did, how much it was. I'm thinking it was around $400. It could have been $200 for all I know, because it's doubled and then doubled and then doubled. It's crazy. Okay, today's beer, Racer 5. So shall I use the Starship Enterprise opener or the Italian Stiletto opener? I think I'll use the Starship Enterprise. Does a lot more damage than this Italian Stiletto. Seriously. Now look how perfect that cap is. Let me show it to my 360. And if you want to spin around on the 360, if you're watching on 360, if I ever post it, and see my messy place, you can. So, like I said, it's been a while since I did a video on Bitcoin prices rising and then dropping and then rising. Buckle up. It's going to be a bumpy ride. Hope you're wearing your seatbelt, because if you're not, you probably went through the windshield. I have a really, she's kind of short friend. She's about 5'9". No, 4'9". Sorry. Whole foot off. And one time I was depressed, and she said, well, life's like a roller coaster. It has its ups and it has its downs. But you can't have the ups without the downs, because it's all part of the same ride. A lot like Bitcoin. But I couldn't help but think, how is she tall enough to ride a roller coaster? That's crazy. Well, anyway, at this moment we're talking Bitcoin is at, let me just check here, and I don't have that app loaded on this computer. I used to do these on another computer that my cat threw up on, and I won't even go get, because so now last time I looked, it was at 9 something, but it went above 1,000 and then back up below, and then now it's at 960 maybe, I don't know. It's been crazy. It has been crazy. But what I really want to talk about is this new browser I've been using called Brave. Okay, I am sure I told you about ChangeTip. ChangeTip is no longer, unfortunately. A lot of these companies that start like that are no longer. You can probably go back in my archives and look up the ChangeTip. Change Tips used to do these micro tips to web contributors, which is a noble idea, but it was a noble idea, but yeah, a lot of YouTube contributors, well, it doesn't do YouTube. Brave doesn't anyway, but or Twitter or anything like that. But that I'll go into that in a minute. Well, ChainShip is no longer. Let's put it that way. If you have a ChainShip account, go close it out. I don't even know if you still can. Then ProTip came out, which is Chris Ellis was the brainchild behind ProTip, along with several others. I remember watching the whole thing take place over. I think it was the Bitcoin group every Friday on World Crypto Network. If you're not subscribed to them, you should subscribe. World Crypto Network, they were having a discussion, and they came up with something called ProTip, which I could never do because I don't have Chrome on my computer. It was basically an idea, a lot like ChangeTip, but it was automatic, where you put in a certain amount, and any website that you visited that had a QR code, or quick reference code of Bitcoin, or a Bitcoin address, it would automatically pay whatever amount, like a percentage of the amount you put in monthly. It's a great idea. Brave kind of took, it's brave.com, by the way, which had pretty penny, or a pretty Satoshi for that URL. Kind of picked up on that and took it a step farther. They blocked the ads. Oh, sorry, 7 minutes. They block the ads if you want, and they'll if you put Bitcoin into the Brave browser, they will pay whatever website you went to a percentage of how many. They break it up. Download Brave and figure it out. I'm sorry, but it's also a private-centric browser. But to be full disclosure here, one of the very controversial things about Brave it's based off of, well, it's based off of Chrome, but the CEO of Brave had to leave Firefox. He was Mozilla's CEO. He had to leave Mozilla because he didn't agree with gay marriage, and basically the LGBT community said, "Oh, we're going to block all our websites from Firefox unless you resign." And he resigned, which was very noble of him. I guess. I don't know. I don't know. I don't care either way about the LGBT community. It doesn't affect me. I don't care if they get married. I had very miserable experience being married, so if they want to go and explore that miserable thing I went through, they can go right ahead. And more power to them. But full disclosure, that's why Brave exists now. But I do like the fact that they kind of threw in the change chip and making the web more of a PBS sort of thing, where they're blocking the ads and letting you pay if you want. You can put in any denomination of Bitcoin into the browser, and they'll pay the advertisers. I've been doing this for about 3 months. I've been putting $5 in, and they've been paying, and this is 2 different computers, by the way. Yeah, and they've been paying, like, Dan Carlin. He has a great new, well, I don't know how great it is, because I haven't, great new podcast out on his hardcore history, if you like history. I'm about 2 hours into it. 6 hours long. Wow. It's great. But no, they will pay if the websites, or they'll attempt to pay them. If they can't, they'll put it back into your account, I'm assuming. So, and they do this thing with the cookies where they cache the cookies somehow, and they do this really weird thing with the cookies. So it's pretty cool. Well, I've rambled on for over 10 minutes, so I gotta go. I'm sorry, I didn't get to talk that long. Well, I did, but I didn't. I'm gonna do a 360 test. So if you're watching this and it's not 360, go to the one 360. Tell me what you think. Tell me what you think of the podcast or the video cat, whatever this thing's called. I'm drunk. God. All right. Remember, Satoshi saves, Satoshi earned. I didn't really get to talk about all the things I want to talk about. Cheers.